YouTubers. I spent today looking at various videos about, again, not like I haven't done it 100 times in the last year, but again at videos about vlogging and mistakes vloggers use, and I realized I pretty much do all of them. um, One thing that I looked at the vloggers that I like and that I like to watch, and there's several things that I noticed. One of them is they tend to have real energetic, happy, perky, almost voices and mannerisms and eyes, and they're active or they're really alive, and that's not me. So I can't be that. I could talk faster maybe. I don't know. But I have a fairly monotone, sort of boring voice and look, and so I guess I am what I am. I'm not sure how I would improve on that. They also say make sure your lighting's great. Well, if you could see my lighting, it's probably anything but great. I sit in the dining room with my tablet, sitting on the ledge between the dining room and the kitchen, leaning behind the stove. On the refrigerator, up to my right, I have a lamp, a gooseneck lamp, which is aimed toward me but not directly at me. Right above, right there behind the camera, is the light from um, the thing that goes over the oven that's got the fan in it. It goes over the stove. Anyway, that light bulb is on. Behind that is the kitchen light bulb a little to the right, which is also incandescent, and then there is a fluorescent fixture to the left in the kitchen. In the dining room here where I'm sitting, but it's behind me and to my left, is the regular ceiling fixture, standard dining room stuff. And so that is the light that I'm working with. Um, and that's about as bright as it gets in this house. As you can see in the background, we're almost completely paneling, which is fairly dark. In the daytime now, this house is very, very bright. We get tons of sunshine. I have windows all along the whole south side, and it's a really bright, cheery place. But I don't get time to do this very often during the day. So that's something, although I don't know if that's as important as content or personality or whatever. And also looking at the bloggers or vloggers that I like to watch, um, they I like them. I like the ones that feel approachable. Like if I saw them on the street, I could say, "Hey, I know your vlog and whatever," and I watch it. Um, I think I'm pretty approachable, I guess. Although I do have kind of a funny story. I used to have a business that I ran for 8 years, and it was a line of gourmet parrot foods that I had created and developed and sold and whatnot. And I used to go to parrot bird fairs and bird shows and get a table, and that was one of the places I sold my wares. But even more importantly, that was just something fun for me to do, and I could talk to a lot of other bird owners, and I could get a lot of good stuff for my own parrots, and um, so it was just a fun day for me. And my sister used to go to them with me on occasion, and well, as often as she could. And at one bird fair, someone came up to her and said, "Is that Sherry? The Sherry?" And my sister said, "Well, it's Sherry. Is that the one who makes Itty Bitty Birdie Bites?" "Well, yeah, that's her." "Oh, really? It's really her?" And she was afraid to come up and talk to me because she thought I was some famous person or whatever. And all I did was make bird food and sell it. I sold it through obviously vendors or stores and whatnot, and on the internet. And I mean, it was just a small home business, and I did very well at it until my stroke, and then I had to give it up because I lost the ability to think well enough to run a business anyway. Anyway, that's all for another day. But I think I'm approachable. I mean, I think I'm friendly. I don't know. And the other thing that I like about the vloggers that I watch is oh, I just lost it. Oh, their vlogs are fairly short. I mean, if I see something that's 20 minutes long, I'm like, it's a real yawn for me. I don't know if I want to sit through 20 minutes or commit to 20 minutes of a vlog. Well, I've been doing 10-minute vlogs, 10 or 11, and sometimes even 12, and maybe that's too long. I don't know. Um, I'm not getting many views yet. Obviously, I've only been doing this a few weeks, and I'm not expecting miracles. But now where there's not a whole lot of people to criticize me, is probably the best time to start honing my skills a little bit, or developing some at the very least. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing today while I was working. In the evening, of course, my grandson was here, and we went to see my mom, and she's doing just normal. She's back to totally normal, just fine like she was before. I'm so thankful for that, because when somebody with LBD gets, as sick as she was, sometimes they don't regain the ground that they've lost, and she seems to have regained it all. I walked in, and she had a turkey sandwich in one hand and a diet pop in the other. So anyway, um, so it's been a regular evening, but during the day while I was working, I was watching some of these videos and trying to think, figure out how to improve myself in my videos. If any real vloggers ever watch this one, maybe you have a tip or two. I'd be happy to listen. Not that I ever want to go professional with them, but I would like to make them pleasant enough to watch so that I get a few more viewers. Although part of me says, do you really think that anybody cares about your mother in the nursing home, or whatever? I know that there is a very limited audience for the things that I care about: my parrots, low carb, uh, cooking and eating, um, Lewy body disease, and the little daily things that go on in my life. Anyway, maybe I'm just doing this more for me than for anybody else. Probably that's the case. I am vlogging tonight on tablet number 4. My husband took my number 3 back with the green line. Now I have no green line. The first thing I did when I took this out of the box was check the whole talking thing to make sure that my mouth matches the words. And although it's not exact on the screen as I'm talking, and that's why I keep glancing at it, but although it's not as exact on the screen as my first one was, when I watch it, it seems fine. I also checked, various other things that are important to me, and it all seems fine. This hopefully is as good as my original one was, which will go back tomorrow. So, but this one seems to be pretty good and pretty sturdy. I mean, it's the same as all the others, except for hopefully this one will work much better for what I use it for. Um, Still love the brand, still love the tablet, still love the size, the weight, the way it feels, everything about it. So hopefully it will, because I don't know if I could do a number 5. I'd probably have to go to another kind of tablet. Well, that's it for today. I still want to talk about this whole thing with pets in heaven, and that's still, ruminating. It's still turning around in my mind. Not that it isn't anything I haven't thought about for the last 30 years, plus 35 years, being an animal lover, but um, the speaker on Sunday did bring up some points that I'm not sure what I think yet. And maybe talking it out loud will help me to um, solidify my thoughts. Anyway, oh yeah, also my hair is getting too long, so if you've noticed it stuck out. So today I just took a really skinny curling iron and just tried to go over the top a little bit, and I think it added a little bit of, style of some sort. Not that I care a whole lot about style, but I was looking kind of, I mean, I might as well be wearing my pajamas if I'm going to wear my hair that way. But so I thought I'd try and do a little something with it. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, it only took me less than 10 minutes, and that's not too much to ask, I guess. But if I keep this up, I'll become vain. Hardly. All right. Anyway, those are my, what's going on today. And I'll probably be back tomorrow. Okay. Good night, YouTubers. Bye.